like a connection. So for working with my brother in Southside, it's great for me.
The hero journey, it starts with the ordinary world, and the ordinary world in Parade Gardens and Fleet Street is not so ordinary.
One of my oldest friends looked at me and said, I can give her a gun, you know.
From the youth, them see certain things and them see they say to swing, they say most of them want to go. Some of them don't really have a mind of their own.
First, I just always being rude and like, just love the street.
The society where you live in can demoralize the thinking, you know what I mean, that we are into. You know what I mean, can make us feel as if we're nobody.
Normally with a day we had every day just an idle. Run free make go there in a different environment most of the time then. So that basically give a different turn to life.
And when my friends see me in a program like this named Run Free Jamaica, was like, I wish I could come in something like that, because where I'm at now, I have to hide at night time and I have to run from police.
Enough people now they get to have talent now. Without the opportunity them can't get for show it.
This situation is unique in the fact that it's your story. You came up with these lines. It's really an interesting thing to see that, you know, they are putting their stories on stage.
All of this is us, basically, because it comes from us. Everything, every single piece come from us, our mind, our thoughts, and our feelings, how we feel everyday things, and you know, every day we go through. This is us, so why not love it? I love every single step that you know we take within this program.
My friend, can you say anything like squidly down, give yourself a dinner. Go on, but not for that. Two generals, gone but not forgot.
Alright, welcome again everybody. I am Leslie Ann Welch. Tribe knows me as Laava. We started here in 2014 and the first objective was to see what parkour could do in terms of a means of engaging young people, giving them something that would present them a challenge but also an opportunity to learn and grow. That they got really good. So later that year, we moved on to saying, okay, can we develop a story around parkour? What story we're going to tell? Naturally, the story of the people who are part of the group. So once we started stringing the bits of the story together, we said, okay, we'll have something that we probably should share. And that is what has brought us here tonight. This is our opportunity to share what the journey we've been on over the last few years with the Parade Gardens community. So we give thanks for the gathering and Simon. Right. Oh,
The National Theatre of Scotland were invited by British Council to run a programme in Jamaica. The programme was called Jump, and it was designed around boys that were maturing into men. It used parkour as a physical aesthetic and the monomyth of the hero journey to be able to capture their stories and tell it within that framework.
We'd been working with young people for about 3 years by that time, and I was really open to a new point of reference, a new point of engagement to be able to put out there. So that connection was timely.
And a lot of us know these youths. You know what I mean? Some of them from they were just born, some of them are relatives or friends, children, you know what I mean? And so we saw them, I see them growing up, you know what I mean? A lot of their potential, you know what I mean? I saw how a lot of them parents were negligent, you know what I mean? I saw, you know, what these youths didn't have, you know what I mean? I saw it, you know what I mean? So I just went in with the words, you know what I mean, of motivation and encouragement.
You see, when we come in that space, and we are checking, the vibe just changed.
And then like certain people don't go, people that greet you with a school face and the bad vibes, they make you not want to do nothing. But when you come around here and check in, then greet you with a smile and hug, make you feel welcome.
You know, so we're there in a space where the whole family is like a new family, where I make build a new family, you see me?
And anybody who, you know, is responsible for creating and keeping a group of people together knows what that takes. It's exceptionally, you know, resource intensive, energy expensive, but very fulfilling.
What unfolded was something that we were not prepared for. And the journey that we took as artists, along with the youth that we were working with and the community of Parade Gardens, it unfolded like its own monolith.
Mostly familiar faces here, so we give thanks for that as well, you know. The spirit of family and the family being able to come back together. And we also welcome the new faces. We don't know how we deal with new additions to the family. You greet them warmly with a hug, a handshake.
A circle is a very powerful thing. We're all in the same space. We can address everyone. We can all participate. But also it's very obvious if you choose not to participate. So if I do this, you don't want to speak to me anymore because I'm not here, okay? So it's really important that once you're in the space, you commit to the room, yeah? You have to be here.
You use the hip to lift it, that's it, you could lift. Yeah, that's good. And don't be afraid to lean over, yeah?
It's a big challenge to get people to understand the concepts and the philosophies of free running and physical theatre and the story that we have in a short period of time. And I think that's been really successful here. I think the guys have been really receptive to it. At its heart, it's about tests and challenge. So whether it's that we do the warm-up and you have to get all the way through the warm-up without a rest, or whether it's that you find a new jump and you don't know if it's too far, every time you practice there is always a test, and that test is honest. So you can't pretend to do parkour.
What this project has given me is it's a perspective of how big the world is, but also how universal these things are. All anybody ever needs is a challenge and an opportunity, and there's the right support and guidance to rise to that challenge. And in Glasgow, these kids were really hungry to learn some kind of manifestation of the feelings that they have inside, because everybody goes through it at a young age and you get all this pent up energy and you don't know what to do with it, and it can manifest itself in, unfortunately, most times negative ways. But what parkour does and what free running does is it gives them a positive outlet, a positive way to release that tension, and by doing that understand more about themselves. And now coming here to Jamaica, it's the same thing, it's a universal thing. These guys are so naturally talented and naturally gifted and have all this potential and ability, but because of the circumstances that they're in, they might not necessarily have the opportunity to manifest it in something positive.
Everything changing in my lifestyle. Every Sunday we go to church for a while. Parents especially as a little child. Everything changing in my lifestyle. Every Sunday we go to church for a while. Parents especially as a little child. Come on, get first one. Every Sunday we wake real early. Get these new people man are first. Put on me suit, shoes now dirty. Church out night, don't drive dirty.
Pastor preach and me head hurt me. Life very hard, bitter than Cersei. Me pray to the Father, Father help me. To me want for me go like Van Persie.
Everything changing in my lifestyle. This Sunday we go to church.
Particularly where the arts are concerned, this project, it fits really within a context of work that we do in the arts across the Americas, which is around helping people using the power of creative energy and creative discipline as well, which is very important, to help young people understand better their possibilities, to think differently about their future, about their own possibilities. The arts are transformative.
You have an opportunity in the next 2 weeks to have your voice heard, okay? And everyone in this circle has to agree to respect those conversations, yeah?
Just storing it out generally. Anybody having a story what they want to start off with? A life-changing moment in their life generally. Spoke about them from last year. Maybe have something new now.
How do you guys feel about talking about Chaddy? Is it okay? Is it still?
Yeah, man.
I know this is a real guys. I remember I met Chaddy as well, yeah. He's not. I didn't know him, but I met him the first time we were here. How do you guys feel about talking about him? Is it still too fresh, or is it okay?
He was your age group? How old are you? How old are you now? Yeah. 17. How much? And he was 15. And it was. That's basically the same age range. How that make you feel as a youth, your brethren in the same community?
Never feel good.
Never feel good. Why? Never feel good. Yeah.
It was surprising indeed. Surprise and it was denial. Then you just have to accept it.
You just have to accept it. Okay.
They're quite open when they speak. I don't think it's taken us too long to be able to kind of get to the root of their stories, which has been really good in Scotland. That took a long time.
Let's go, let's go. The only voice that you should be hearing is mine. You understand? Up. All right, what I want you to do is get one line. We call an extended line, shoulder tight and facing me. One line on this crack here.
Being there as a mentor, it keeps them in check, keeps them in focus, keep them, thinking about the objective, everyone's objective, not allowing it to seem as if it's just on their shoulders alone. So they have the emotional support, the physical support. I think that social outreach is very important in terms of guiding, molding the minds of youth these days, because let us just say they have a lot of things to distract them. Why not distract them with the right things?
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squat! Squat! And...
Now, to see youth using their energy and channeling their energy into doing something positive, it was heartwarming for me. And I consider myself to be a young black man of excellence, and that was what I saw. This type of attitude is what we need youths in Jamaica to adopt.
What's important for you guys is that you enjoy it. The more you enjoy it, the more the audience will enjoy it. It's an amazing, unique, wonderful thing that happens, and it only ever happens with the people that are in the room. You are the only people that have made this happen in the world. Have a look around, take a mental picture, know who you were with tonight, because when you're 50 or 60, you will remember the night that you did run free at Emmett Park.
When I was I believe that I'm going to jump over the moon.
It was painted gun. We accidentally shot.
And Squiggly on that night is phenomenal.
We accidentally shot him. The way I did feel that we couldn't make it.
He allows the emotion to break. He opens the truth of that dialogue with his community. He's a hero. They're all heroes.
We made the leap, if told again. We're boys no more. We're men. Jump.
Squidly was like, it was a good child, a child who I could tell him to take up the stone and him not ask you how far. If I have 10 buckets and I say I want it 10 bucket full, him go and full them. That's who Squidly was. A good child. Me and him was on the corner watching a video on my phone, same place by the internet. And I said to him, say, we're ready for go inside. So he end up come with me, but he left his phone with somebody else. And him said, just give me 5 minutes. I'm going outside for my phone. I said to him, say, don't go back outside, man. The phone stay till tomorrow. He said, I have to carry it go to school. So anyway, I let him outside back to go for the phone. 5 minutes after, I hear some barrage of shot. When I tell you, the first somebody I could call is Squidly, because everyone was inside. Anyway, I know because he's afraid of gunshot, I was like looking for him behind a tree or bend down somewhere in somebody's house. So when people start to cry at the corner where me and him was standing, and it was like, it's the girl over there, son. I was like, which girl? I'm saying, the girl named Michelle over there. So I said, which Michelle? I'm saying, you know the girl over there, so right there, named Michelle Pepita, baby mother. The little boy, the man, Squidly. I don't remember nothing else. Because I fell on my face. And when I reached the hospital, they tell me that they want certain unit of blood. When I went down, I was like seeking to see if I could find like a bin 3 person to give blood. But when I searched, there was like 15 men and more ready to transfer car behind car to go up there to give blood for him. But it was like when they went up and cars come back and load and cars come back and load. So if blood could make Squidly alive,
Saying goodbye to another, forever not to see each other. The thought comes with pain and it burns like fire. Run Free was a journey you started with me. As through my eyes only will they see. My heart is filled with sorrows. You've created a path for your brothers and sisters to be. You were God's example, so they can run free. You were that soldier you said you'd be. See, they tried to take you in a day, yet you fought for 3. You smiled free. You loved free. You shared free. You lived free. Where God has taken you, my brother, run free.
Death is not the end. Death is only the most noticeable of all the events in which life may change its appearance from one form to another. As St. Paul put it in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 50, we shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. We know now that Akeem has graduated from this human experience. He didn't just drop out. We know this because we continue to be humbled, inspired, and changed by our experiences with him.
I want to hear the strength from Squidly. He give me a lot of strength and courage. Sometimes when I sit down now, like on Sundays, most likely, when I started to do my house work like I usually do, there comes and I miss him you know, a little, you know, I miss him, but the most because he would be there. But then he tells me that I'm alright. I'm have to stop worrying. He said I left friends with you. That's Miss Laava and Anita. He said, don't worry, I'm good. I'm going home.
There's a big question around the viability of this and how we move forward from such a loss. And in the monomyth, that's called the belly of the whale. It's where we all give in, we all die to what we thought was the idea of who we are and what journey we are on, because something's changed.
When Squid did the job still, what did it feel? I'm not ask that. And the energy did kind of alter, but try our best to bring it up back and let's know say, yeah, we will continue and just shell it same way.
Being upset wasn't enough anymore. I just being angry. So that really kind of pushed me to see beyond what was and really dig into the potential value of something like Run Free, giving these youths a space to talk about these incidents openly. So it lit a fire to kind of push Run Free to the fullest limit that it could have gone.
What impact did the death of Akeem have on your life?
Well, it touched me deep, you know, and it's something that really, really made us look deep again and how the challenges that we are trying to you know, overcome, you know, how hard it is and how much we have to stay in it. You know what I mean? So as much as it cut me, it motivated me, you know, to continue more, you know.
And what can community-based organizations do to address the issue of violence among youth?
First of all, we have to merge the energy. I mean, we all have one aim to do good, you know what I mean? No matter who is the administrator or the administration, we all have to just come together and do it one way. You know what I mean? In one motion, one time, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then it's effective. You know,
And that's
together,
that.
everyone achieve more.
That's that with that effect. I agree 100%. And the beginning of that, in terms of putting that into practical steps, what next? Convene a collective conversation where one's willing to put egos and who for name call and who get the credit one side. Have a conversation, come up with a plan and execute it. Because the thing with the nature of creating change is that it happens over a long, slow, painful time, and something you start, you don't really live to see the full manifestation of. And we have a vibe where we lose steam once the novelty and the initial thing wear off, you know? We react and we don't remember nearly enough or for long enough. So come together, make a plan, execute it, and stick to it.
Definitely. Wow. And final thoughts.
Fire Gardens, live up and love, you know. Love and light will shine throughout the community, you know. You know, I say just make we live together and do this thing right, you know. The children are there, you know, we ask where do they play, you know. So let's create the playground, you know, a safe one.
When we emerge from the belly of the whale, when we're reborn, we're supported by other people, by friends who gather around us. In this instance, Brian and Leanne come on board and we get serious about the making of a piece of theatre and bringing it to as professional a standard as we can.
This experience, I think, may be my most challenging yet. I joined the team in May of this year. I was referred by a friend who told me that the group wanted a creative director to, you know, gel what the guys have so far, the parkour and the stories, to make it into more of a theatrical production.
I'm usually in a space with girls in a studio, gonna show them how to dance. I now had these young men in front of me saying, who you? What you feel like? It was intimidating at first. And I felt like, how am I going to be in control of this space?
These are a group of young men who are not theatre performers. So it's hard for them to understand the process that it takes to have a theatrical production on stage. Because initially, there was a lot of arguing with me, arguing with each other, because things must go my way. I mean, when a man tell me what to do, don't talk to me that way there because me a man and me a boy.
Sometimes they make you walk and talk to yourself, Try to tear out your hair because they're tired and you want them to do it again and again so it looks better, They're probably like, yo, but I did the best that I could do a while ago. Why do you want me to do it again? And we're always trying to push them to move from not right here to all the way up. And that battle was hard.
I'm happy to see how much we've grown, where the challenge in rehearsal is not so much arguing and disrespect. It's more of having fun, And they start having fun with the lines, doing the lines differently. So I think we've come a very far way, and I'm happy to see the growth that the young men are showing right now.
The first time. Oh, yeah! And that yell never sound right. I'm the only one. I sound like oh, yeah! Yeah, I'm free. I'm the only one. Also, listen. Not for the turn. Yeah. It looks good if everybody run low. So run low. Yeah. And then I turn and get up.
We're getting there, I mean, like getting where? To Scotland, Glasgow, Scotland.
Can't wait. I want to see that. I just want to feel that energy in a different climate with other personnel, and that's the experience that I want to feel when I go at Glasgow. To even be like going out of my country to a different region, it's exciting.
So more prepared to do that, but definitely accept the identification from their father sign because his name is not on the birth certificate. But in real life, like they're doing their job, they're making sure people can achieve the system. So we need to come up with paperwork so we can go through and do our work. I left Jamaica when I was 16 to go to boarding school. And I know what the opportunity to exist as a Jamaican outside of Jamaica among people from all over the world did for me. So I was excited to be able to create, space. It really got me up and running at what that could potentially do for them and the outlook. So a point, I think I did mention it to Zecher and Natalia. I never get to talk to you at the NI, but I did pull Diamond and Sugar aside last week. When we try watching them still kick up rumpus in the place. And I'm a puller. We never tell them the whole truth, but I say, yo, Monday I go book everybody ticket but on our own. Because right now, like...
Yeah, and I'm the one who paid the consequence of all these because then I saw them the Monday after and they showed so much attitude towards me as well that I had to leave the place because I couldn't take them anymore. I just left.
What do you mean attitude?
Attitude, because they thought that all of us agree on keeping him out of the program.
Yeah, but we do.
I don't.
We agree that they cannot be okay with being a perpetual pain in the ass. Do we agree or disagree about this? You okay with them being a perpetual pain in the ass?
No. We had
because
this,
that is the point.
Yeah,
No,
but
I told them straight. I searched my soul, and if on the show up, like on the serious, I will move on to confirm the booking. So right now that's the story, and we're sticking to it. But them ticket don't book already. Okay? If it don't come up, you don't need to talk about it. I'm just communicating what I told them because obviously it will affect
me. Of course.
But it seems to have been a positive based on what Shane is reporting today's conversation was.
Anyways, Fata's mom told us not to buy no ticket for him. She wanted to take him out from the rank-free program because he's not behaving.
In neither one of ways bad up to.
Yesterday she called, no buy no ticket, don't book no visa appointment for him. He's misbehaving. He doesn't have respect for nobody. I don't want him to go to Scotland. He doesn't deserve it. So tell Auntie Laava to call me.
What? You get the shock. See me then on the ground a while ago. So that's why.
Wait, I have the voice message.
Yeah.
Because
No,
she,
man,
you
that's a
don't want to play it?
She didn't come with us at the time before sure.
Talk to you about fashion. I don't think we need to buy a ticket for him to go. For go where I go because he's not behaving none at all. And it's not good to stay. I not get nothing no time. My disrespect him not behave. So I don't think he need to go nowhere. Please tell Laava to call me so I can talk about it, alright? I think he may take him out of the run-free program. I'm not even going no further in life when I went there because I'm not hearing. You must have missed
I need to know what is going on.
And nobody can get through to him. So tell Auntie Laava to call me so I can
draw the same side on him, man. I say, but at the end of the day, we don't know. So the objective is like getting them to just get a little closer to understanding. Say you need to choose better than this. And when the universe gives something, God don't like ugly. Them for understand karma. If nothing else, them will get it. Like them have the space for overs that you can't just spit in at the face of blessing by showing your ass.
What are you doing, Zecher?
I'm calling the ones who are late and making sure that they're gonna arrive at some point.
So you have to call them every time?
I have to call them every time. The day before, the morning, same morning, and then after 4 if they're not here. This is what I have to do. It's very fresh today.
Our work on balance on the rails.
What?
Balance on the rails.
I think everybody should try to do a pose in the air. Let them do a jump and do some sort of mid-ear on the bar or something.
All of us have been told we'll never be anything good. Some of us every day. All of us have been told we'll never be anything good. Some of us every day. All of us have been told we'll never be anything good. Some of us every day.
Still about your son, let's go again.
Son.
Let's go again. 6:37. Let's go again. Start together, finish together. If one person is not working out, it don't make no sense. Right now, you are the weakest link. And the chain is as strong as the weakest link.
Right.
So right now, the performance is weak.
The last time is on my side.
Yo, Sonny, you start this.
Yeah, the last time is. Like the last time.
Ready?
Sonny, you ready?
You just want to play him ready.
Is that your position that you're supposed to be standing?
Come back and say that.
Little boy, you see.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All of us have been told we'll never be anything good. Some of us every day. All of us have been told
we will never be anything good. Some of us every day. All of us have been told we will never be anything good. Some of us every day.
So we in full scale planning mode right now. There's no turning back. Tomorrow we'll be bringing your performance contracts that everybody will need to sign. Right? That's what Manifesto Jamaica is responsible for on the trip and outline what you are responsible for. So tomorrow we'll have some paperwork, some business to handle. On Monday, starting at noon, the Multicare family has kindly given us access to the computer labs that are in Breezy Castle. So on Monday at 12 o'clock, we're asking everybody to meet us over there. We're going to sit down one time, book our visa appointments, and submit our UK visa applications. I want each man to go through it for himself. I think we'll learn a lot by doing it, right? And the next time you need to get it done, you know exactly how to get it done. The application is divided into sections, pages. It's engineered to eliminate people who are illiterate, who can't read, write, reason, or anticipate questions and just general investigation as to why you're going to do what you do. You know, it's built to eliminate people who morning. Just quietly take your place and fall in and keep it quiet for your day. I thought it would be useful for everybody to do it for themselves. Even with all of my bunkles of degrees and 20 odd years of school, like the first time I did it, I found it pretty tedious, you know, not hard, but tedious. So I thought it would be a good exercise for everybody to experience for themselves now, so that when the time comes for you to continue traveling, we hope that everybody in this room will be submitting future applications to travel. And we are thankful to have the opportunity to give them a first-hand experience of how that goes. Among some communities in Jamaica is the norm. From your born, you get a passport, you know. For a lot of people though, they don't get them first passport till they're adults. And of course it have a lot, you will notice that is very much divided along socio-economic lines. Moreover, the application fee for the passport is whole heap of money. It's $7,000 just to get a passport, so it's inherently prohibitive, you know? It's inherently prohibitive. So which category we fall into under section 1?
Province or state?
So when it says given names, it typically means your first and your middle name. So type the password again. Wait, hold on. Alright.
That's gonna be a first experience for most of it. You see it? Big experience for most of it. If I go out and I travel, and it was in our story too. We said 10 hours go in another country and come back, and this is it really gonna happen. It feel good, man.
So that's the deal.
All right, they say you can go in as a group, so I will dance.
Diamond. Listen.
Positive movements, man. That they will be blessings always. So I just that to them for the zeal.
You know, shut the pass on prior before go in.
Yeah, what you know, kind of Ben said. One of the participants that even there still, Devante. He must have some little issues with him, passport things and them things about. The Almighty God see him to you, see it?
Yeah, alright. At one point, I was asking myself, what is run free? But when I come to mind, I figure what is run free. Run free is a social enterprise that commit to educate and expose and empower youth through art and culture. You understand, my brother?
Yes, as you right, my son.
Yes, my brother.
Yes, my brother.
So when me step in, just style alone, dog, just smile.
She said, why? I said, I'm here to apply for a visa, UK visa. Yeah, but there I'll get it and I don't know say thing now, man. We're up on a high level, look on them and look up. Yeah.
When when they're higher than them. Alright. But I was say far than them.
Ready? So our visa applications are in. Finally. The whole heap of paperwork is done. Now we wait and trust that the universe will respond favorably to our applications. And next move is to book our tickets and get going. So it's a nice day. It feels good to finally be here. Big up team, run free. Home away, here we come.
Somebody come give me a group up, come in. Rasta, come in.
Once that was aside, the trip was really fun. It was really fun. It was nice seeing them get excited to go in a bus to go to the airport, taking pictures in front of the Norman Manley International Airport sign, walking through the airports in our, in our gear, everybody in t-shirts, and people be like, oh, like, who are they? Where are they going? And seeing them respond to the pseudo celebrity, it was a whole heap of fun.
When you're up on a journey to the plane, you see it. For the flight, British Airways, be something like that, I don't remember the number. Yeah. You don't know where you say it's a long flight, you see it. We are trying to hold it out. Hopefully the team hold it out, because where you say when we reach over Scotland, sorry, it's a long day, you see it.
But I'm Sonny and he in front of me.
We're gonna enjoy ourselves. We're gonna enjoy. We're gonna go to immigration right now.
Easy, jet wrong book. No, man, I don't worry. Last thing. I think so you are well ago. What? Tell you on wash it, tell me.
To the kind of sticky.
Put it together. Yeah, you know a warmer jacket. Yeah. Exactly. You're in Glasgow. So we'll go find the red one. For real, Lorraine, you don't have a warmer jacket? Red one. So why you insist on leaving it?
Oh, that feel nice.
Fashion and style are gonna kill it now.
This song is crazy. But I never can come out still.
And daily food.
Every time I pay the guy, you want 2, 3. Me just go car, you get it. 1, 2, 3. She falling now with me. 1, 2, 3. You are wifey. Even in me, must be them wifey.
You better not know. Girl, me love you, me have to wife you.
Are you wanting just one lighting states? Or are you...
I just told him to try to isolate these, at least for 3 sets. And then we'll come on, bring them up. When you have one person here, have a squat. Simple things like that.
So you're just going to sit with them while that's done?
Remember, you keep still, hands by your side, and you look out. Don't get dressed on the stage.
So the two guys came, and the guy on the end.
Yeah, but this is The director speaking, they only react at this.
They react.
They run off the stage.
Eyeball, these four have handheld.
Do they keep those handhelds all the time? Or
No.
do they get given to various people? Okay, guys, until I know which mics are being used when, they're all going to be live. So don't talk into them backstage, etc., etc. Or hit them like you just were, because they'll be live.
On the hair and overs? Yeah. All right, give thanks. Our show is 8:30 tonight. So we're there, mash up a tech run. Get accustomed to the actual dimensions of the play space. Get familiar with the jump set, which is slightly different in dimensions than the one we've been working with at home. Only very slightly. Should make for a fun and interesting challenge. And yeah, this is the first time we'll actually be presenting it without Devante physically on the stage in the flesh, which kind of bittersweet. But big up the technology that allowed us to bring him with us and have him represented same way, because nobody delivers his line like he does. So yeah, we're just here to get comfortable, situated, and fully ready.
Okay. Guys, nice and quiet. We're going to start.
All right, stand by.
Some days I know it.
Carry on holding.
Zecher.
Stay where you are. Don't fail for you to get around the corner.
Some days I know it will be bad days. Nothing at all now go my way.
Rehearsals were very hard for them because the first concern I picked up was that they don't like to go over things. What's the point of doing it again? We just do it a while ago, why have we go again and again? So it was hard to get them to understand that practice makes perfect. You can't just do it once and then go home. You have to, work at it.
What number microphone do you have?
8.
8.
Darling.
We're not sleep later.
Easy. Man, I want to move like them want to do bad vibes start on the thing.
Bad vibes don't start. You have to them money stay, bro.
We all talk about it already, man. But music fuck up. Every man I remember of them. We just beat that. Sometimes I remember and I wouldn't hear it.
Stay there. You rush your lines up to if I really want to say my
Yo, watch this son. I'm telling you. It's like a mix. Timo mix it. So if you have time, you work on. And I will play the song them one by one. It's a mix.
Because we know for them on the pole how long I stand up, brother.
Yeah.
Yo, so one I'm going to do 10 of we.
No, 10 of us.
10 of us. Everybody know that.
My side.
Until then.
Yeah. 10 of us.
Right now I'm a bit nervous because technical rehearsal was slightly pressured, shall we say. But it's amazing to have them here in the tramway, the home of international theatre in Scotland, and to have gone on the journey with these guys from first meeting them in Breezy Castle in the basketball court to having them here, just sitting watching them and seeing how much they've grown and how much they've taken ownership of this whole journey.
But I could pick up a lot of mistakes in our thing. Synergy was off, people not working together, so people do their own thing because them get upset. They don't understand this flow of emotions that keep coming out of you guys for the least thing. And we've had rehearsals in Jamaica that are 10 times better than what we did a while ago, without lights and sound sometimes. So we can work on that. Work on delivery. Slow down the thing. Don't rush. Other performances are 1 hour. Ours is 45 minutes. And the timetable says we have a performance for 1 hour. So don't rush it. Take your own sweet time. At your moment. Then I'll see this again here in this festival. At least. All right.
Three hours. Let's go. Showtime. Yeah, that's what we've been saying. It's a wrap. Yeah, so we're here in the lobby, getting ready to leave. Waiting on Sugar as usual. Like, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, we're ready.
You see the settings. We're about to go to the show. Home away. Manifesto, Lifeyard, British Council, National Theatre of Scotland. I give thanks. You know what I mean? We're here with the youth and we're about to do this show. Epic style. Look at that wild. See? Yeah.
We revive, we're reborn. The news that we want to take this show and tell this story in Scotland as part of an international festival that includes companies and artists from all over the world. Everybody sees that as the boon, as the prize, as the reason we're doing this journey.
We are really excited to be here. I think that's
I live here, but...
The other thing is that most people, I think most of the guys don't know, is that the parkour classes in Scotland started in this building.
They did.
So 11 years ago we had our first ever class in here, and now we're back.
The hurricane was called Matthew.
Matthew, I sent it back.
So it was all his fault.
No, I sent it back.
Yeah, ready. Ready. See, me never go hard. Me shall go, hey, I run free myself.
It's burning.
The line in the script says all of us have been told we will never be anything good. Some of us every day. People don't think you deserve this opportunity. People think nothing good will come out of Fleet Street or Southside. But look at where you are right now. We're staying on Jamaica Street in Glasgow. We're playing to an international audience. But still, all of us have been told we will never be anything good. Some of us, every day. If you want to fight, that you have to really fight. It's not just lip service. Actions speak louder than words. And right now, we're getting that opportunity to beat that stereotype, squash it down. Because we know we can be something good. All of us, every day. So going out there with that focus. That no matter what anybody wants to say or do, we have the heart of champions, lions. And we will survive against all odds. And don't make nobody tell us that we'll never be anything good. Because all of us now know we can be something good. All of us, every day. All of us know we can be something good. All of us, every day. All of us now know we can be something good. All of us, every day. Believe that. Live that.
Every day.
Every day.
everybody here is quite ready for what's about to happen. You know, I think they're going to kill it, man. I'm not here.
That's very hard not to do, you know?
Divine Mother, Father, all our ancestors, guides, we give thanks for the awesome responsibility you've invested us with. We give thanks for this opportunity. We give thanks for this family. We give thanks for life. We give thanks for love. We give thanks for inspiration. Ask for your guidance. We ask for your blessings. Cover our brothers on the stage. Give thanks for the audience that has gathered here today to share in our joy and our success. And may this success manifest tenfold long after we have left this time and place. Ashe.
Bring it in, bring it
Shadi,
in.
Squidly, Devante.
Devante.
Chaddy, Squidly, Devante. One.
Run free.
Run free.
Run free.
The boys enter into an even more extraordinary world. It's a phenomenal experience. And they rise and they triumph.
The night of the show, when they got to tell their story, I intuitively felt it would have been well received. I was a little bit concerned about the patois and the language getting across, but it was seamless. The energy was high. It was wonderful, and I definitely feel like everybody was on the same page as it relates to what it is they were trying to get across.
I do my show. I mean, sponsored by Run Free. I want to go to CC. I'm national state representing an amazing company. And a green suit, doing this mic and a black protection. Everything changing in my lifestyle. Let me tell you what to do. Here is especially as I look at. Change the product of the contact. Some of us every day. All of us have been told we will never be anything good. Some of us every day. All of us have been told we will never be anything good. Some of us every day. All of us know we can be something good. All of us every day. Job.
Full house, everybody on their feet straight away. They nailed it, and I'm so proud of them. They're absolutely incredible. Infuriating that they don't do that in rehearsals, but we know that they've got it in them, and that's the point, isn't it?
Perseverance, teamwork, start together, finish together.
You see that youth here? And the CKS director will give him enough trouble, but he knows there are so many things set. If we never have obstacles in the way, we could have nothing to jump over, you see? No, that's all.
Just really want them to be something good. All of them. Every day.
I mean, I always remember when I was out in Jamaica, I was told that young Jamaican men want to aspire to be young men of excellence. Every single one of them on the stage tonight, I saw a young man of excellence, and they've done their country proud, and they've done themselves proud, and they've done the people who couldn't be here proud as well.
That show was absolutely
Fantastic, just
so
amazing.
Much incredible
So much heart.
energy. You have so much talent. All the flips you're doing, the stories you're telling, incredible. So proud, well done. Oh my God.
It was really a labor of love, and it showed in the performance. So thank you. It was very moving, and good luck and carry on.
We got similar stuff that happens in Australia with Aboriginal people. The world don't hear about it. You guys brought that to Scotland, bro. There's people from all around the world watching this. My Much love, bro. Awesome.
They play with the music and the physical movements. And that's what I like the more, like to express. You don't need to say so much. You need to just do.
And when you see this audience here, seeing this experience, they see in a different way, from a distance, from, here, from Scotland, from Glasgow, just how powerful the imagination, creativity, how powerful theatre is in just making everybody think differently about life, about their own and other people's possibilities.
I think everybody deserves these periodic reminders that you're awesome, you have superpowers, you are you, like nobody can be youer than you. I love that line in Dr. Seuss.
Green bike is green platter. Say the line. Remember the line?
Yeah, man, I think we can remember it, man. Alright, hold on there. I want to be a stunt man and do bike shows. I want to be in the national stage representing an amazing company. I want to be sponsored by Run Free. I want a green suit. Green is my color and a black protective gear. Full of talent, man. Can't done, you know. Slash, 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 slash. You know? Them ready.
When you come home with a prize, what do you do with it? What does your community do? Who are you now?
And where we go from there, you know what I mean, was the thing, you know, how do we take this and bring it back to the community so that ones can emulate now and want to be a part of it? How do you now become mentors, you know what I mean, and role models for these youths? So this is the challenge then and now.
When I come to the show Saturday night, they say it was the last. For me, I wish it was the first and not the last. Understand? Because these young youths need more exposure, more.
They're not loved by most of them parents like how they're loved by you guys. Show them love, show them affection, you know? So I guess you guys give them hope.
People used to call me and say, I'm good for nothing, my work is and them something. But through Run Free,
so the film for yourself.
You don't listen to what people have to say again. But I know something I can do it. I can do it.
In enough look away, I say it changed my life. Most time it takes only an intervention, you know, an intervention. Any sort of intervention to just make that change. So Run Free was that type of intervention, kind of workshop, which changes a lot.
Marta, do you think they've changed?
Yes.
In what way?
After you talk to them, you understand that there's positive within them, but it's just that they're already just distracted. You know what I mean? The easiest thing to do is what come towards them. So if there's more opportunity, you know what I mean, then they will take it. Trust me, they will take it.
It's an opening mind. Because it teaches the youths, if you don't have nothing, you know, say you Run Free on your side. Run Free, lift the community. You see it?
What we saw at the screening last Saturday of their performance in Scotland, it definitely had the effect we wanted it to have, which is that it allowed their neighbors to look at them in a different light. It inspired a lot of the kids to be like, yo, I can do that. I want to try and do that. And I know that we won't see the benefit of this experience. No, maybe not even in 2-3 years, but definitely down the road, I look forward to seeing where these youths go and what they become.
I don't think it's going to end. I think what they're doing is inspiring the community to go and take the journey again. There are youth and parents and organisers in parade gardens, and the team in Jamaica are now fully equipped to be able to make this happen again.
And even since Run Free, I've seen how many of them have now been running at me. Parents running at me now, asking me, running, do you have any more programming, can you get our child involved in this program that you're doing, Or why wasn't my child, or why you didn't call me to get my child involved, so we get that type of result now.
We really just want to repeat this hero journey in as many ways as we can and continue to share